Welcome back for more Gamer Hour with more of me, your host, Chris Puckett. As always, we're in Times Square, New York City at Reuters Studio. And as always, you're going to see my video game skills be put to the test. And by skills, I mean running away, getting to the next circle, letting the storm do the rest. In tonight's show, I get sniped.
You got sniped out of the sky again?
Yeah, there's snipers everywhere, dude. It's crazy. My guest tells us who the GOAT in the NFL really is. Best NFL player, period. And together, we survived the gulag.
Yeah.
But before you get to see that chaos ensue, we gotta talk about the stupid decisions that publishers are making around the world. Apparently, EA isn't feeling the need for speed. The next Need for Speed title doesn't have a release date, and that's because the in-house group Criterion behind the game is working on another project. That's right, DICE is getting a helping hand from a race dev to pump out Battlefield 6. Now, I know I'm personally worried about the gunplay, but I think we're all excited to see some tanks do the Tokyo Drift. Grand Theft Auto Online is getting its own standalone release from the base game. Red Dead Redemption 2 got the identical treatment recently, which significantly boosted the game's player count, which is normally great. The same is now expected with GTA, which really isn't that great because the last thing I want in my games is more fresh noobs ruining our highly coordinated heist.
I start running up to him. He cannot shoot. Oh my god, he took a little stumble. Look at him. They say never to kick a man when he's down, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. I had to do it.
Elite Dangerous's Odyssey expansion is getting an alpha release this month, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the Space Sim expansion comes out on the 29th, and the latest trailer revealed a co-op space mission of sieging an intergalactic outpost. Now, while the game still looks pretty rough, it's actually coming out, which is more than I can say for this game. Destruction Sim Teardown receives Steam Workshop backing. The game now has over 100 different mods involving new weapons, tools, missions, and you betcha, destruction. Teardown is known for destruction in every imaginable way possible, which makes me think, if there's any developer that should be helping DICE with Battlefield, it's these guys. The Outriders demo hit over 2 million downloads since launching on February 25th. Yeah, well done. The co-op looter shooter gives players a taste for what to expect with the full launch and has been received pretty well despite the game crashing when opening doors or jumping over small gaps. Yeah, they definitely need to get this one fixed. Can you imagine double jumping across a ledge to a save checkpoint and the game just crashes on you? Well, yeah, you can. You play Destiny, right? The latest generation of Xbox wireless controllers have been experiencing an issue where input is not being registered when pressing a button, which is a major freaking problem. Microsoft is searching for a fix and is determining if the problem is hardware, software, or network-based. The unresponsive input is affecting both Xbox and PC gamers, which upon hearing the news, PlayStation immediately announced they would be open up cross-play tournaments with Microsoft. And finally, Ubisoft is bringing new content to Division 2, but I don't think anyone cares because we all stopped playing it in 2020. What we do care about, though, is our guest tonight. He's the deep threat wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, the man who could outrun a cheetah in a 100-meter dash, the one, the only, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Marquez, thanks so much for being here, man. Excited to have you on the show tonight.
I'm excited to be here, man. Let's do it.
I love it. All right, first off, we got to talk about these shirts. I love the Looney Tunes you got going on the T-shirt, but what are these jerseys behind you?
Yeah, I got a couple of my friends. I got a good collection behind me. On the other side, you can't really see them in the camera view, but some old teammates, some guys that I played football with or grew up with. I got them on the wall. Some swaps that I did throughout the years I've been playing in the league.
Do you trade jerseys every game, or how many jerseys do you have in your collection now?
Not every game. It's just guys that, like I said, I've played with or grown up with. I got probably about 14 in my collection.
Talking about guys that you've played with, you play with one of the great quarterbacks in the league. I've been watching your highlights as a Cowboys fan. I've been on the receiving end of a few of your highlights. Let's talk about playing with Aaron Rodgers. What is it like to catch bombs from this man?
It's great. I actually got his jersey right there behind me. Um, but, just having a Hall of Fame quarterback, under center, you couldn't ask for a better guy, literally the best quarterback to ever throw a football. And I'm fortunate enough to have him being mine. I've grown up watching him play, which is crazy to say, but being able to come in and still catch passes from him, years down the road after watching him on Sunday Night Football, it's just a dream come true.
That's pretty nutty stuff. I got to ask, what are the comms like, though? I've heard you on stream. I've seen you in game. But what is it like on the field? Do you ever call for the ball in the huddle, or does he just give you the nod and you know to start sprinting?
Both. There's times I'm like, yo, 12, throw me the ball. I like this play. Or I think I had one against Jacksonville. It was like an 80-yard touchdown. And I was like, the play before, I told him, throw me this ball. I can run by this guy. And then the very next play, we came out the second quarter, and he threw me one down the sideline for 80 yards. So, just one of those things where, he has his moments where he's like, hey, Quiz, I want you to run this route. I'm throwing you the ball. Or I say, yo, 12, throw me the ball. I like this matchup. And, we go from there.
You guys make it work, and you've made it work at least 6 times when you finished in the end zone last season. I have to ask, was any one of those touchdowns more meaningful than the others? What was your favorite score of the year?
Probably the one in the NFC Championship game against the Bucks. Even though we fell up a little short, in that championship game, playing against the hometown team. I've grown up a Bucks fan. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida, which is 30 minutes from Tampa. I've always been a Bucks fan. So anytime they're playing, I'm rooting for them unless they're playing against us. So just playing against them and being able to go out and score to try to help our team, was just a big thing for me.
One of the best games of the year, without a doubt. Now, Marquez, you are more than just a football player, though. You're a business owner, a real estate investor, church volunteer, sneaker collector, and a chef. How does a man who is so busy manage to juggle all of this? What motivates you to stay so busy?
Obviously, I don't just play football, all day and all night. I go to work just like anybody else. And then when they come home, they have hobbies. My hobbies, I want to have them make money eventually. So that's kind of the goal, make my hobbies, earn some revenue. That's kind of, the mindset that I have, learned that from my parents, and, do the thing that you love to do and make some money off of it.
You're a smart man. I spent all my money at the bars when I was young. Let's talk a little bit about your shoe collection here with the sneakers. I see your jerseys behind you. Do you have a favorite set of sneakers, though?
I don't have a favorite set. I mean, probably Air Jordan is a favorite brand. I'm sponsored by Nike, but I think Air Jordan 1s are, my favorite shoe at the moment right now.
I just caught another L trying to pick up some shoes this week. What is the one shoe that has been out of your grasp the whole time? What's your dream shoe?
I don't really have a dream shoe. I could pretty much get whatever shoe I want. It just kind of depends on how much money I want to spend on it.
There you go.
But I think, like I said, I can pretty much get any shoe. I haven't really been, denied of a shoe yet that I couldn't get my hands on that I didn't want. So.
You mentioned on your Instagram that you like cooking. So I'm a grill master. I'm all about doing ribeyes, maybe some barbecue ribs. What is your go-to entree in the kitchen?
Whatever I feel like cooking, to be honest. I've learned how to cook from my parents and my grandparents. They taught me, a lot of things, and I've did my own, learning and tweaking over the years. So I can pretty much cook anything. And if I can't cook it, I'll find out how to cook it. So, it's been, I don't really have a go-to meal. It's more so what I'm in the mood for today.
What's the best thing you could cook for your family? Say it's a holiday, you're getting everyone together. What are you bringing out?
I can really cook good Thanksgiving food. So anything that goes on for Thanksgiving food, that's usually the time when all the family gets together, especially with everybody being in different places and me being in Green Bay, Wisconsin. when we all get together for Thanksgiving. If they come up, to Wisconsin for the holidays, I can cook a good meal. So I don't really, like I said, it can be anything. Just depends on what I'm in the mood to cook. But I think Thanksgiving food is probably the best thing to cook for a group of people.
Speaking of Green Bay, it's the smallest of any of the NFL cities, and it's not necessarily known for its Michelin star restaurants, but every NFL city has good food. Where's the place to eat in Wisconsin?
Probably Lambeau Field, man. We have some really good chefs that prepare us food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we eat some really good food 3 times a day. And I think that's the best place you can get food, where it's going to be good food and healthy.
I like that. And what is the celebration meal? Say you guys come off a huge win. What are you feasting on?
Well, this year, they had our facility shut down for Mondays and Tuesdays after games. So we couldn't even go in there and have victory meals. So
we'll get back to that. It's coming soon. The vaccines are going out already. Let's talk a little bit about your game inside, because I was first introduced to your gameplay in a Warzone tournament that I was commentating. But I had no idea you were this into competitive gaming. You have your own esports org now. What is TMG?
Trenchmate Gaming, esports team that I created with Sub Nation. We partnered up a few weeks back. We've been getting it rolling. And it's just, like you said, it's a esports team. I think the name holds true to, who I am as a person and everything that I had to battle through in life to get to where I'm at, battling through those trenches, back against the wall, fighting through adverse situations. So I think that's just who I am, and I think that's the perfect name for TMG.
I love that. And you're not the only wide receiver now with an esports org. We also got Juju Smith-Schuster from Pittsburgh with Team Diversity. When are you two facing off against each other?
We haven't talked about it in that capacity just yet. But, I think that'll be something that'll be dope to have on down the road, especially with, the NFL getting behind esports and just the world getting behind esports. I think it's going to be something that's really cool. And for more athletes to be involved in sports or in esports, I think it's a great bridge, from the sports side to the esports side, because video gamers love talking to athletes. Athletes love playing video games. So I think it's the perfect way to bridge this gap and be able to get guys involved into it.
It's so awesome. I mean, Roger Saffold, he got into it back when I was working on Call of Duty with his first team. Now we see Juju, we see so many more players getting into it. Was this someone in the Players Association telling you about the world of esports, or did you find this on your own?
No, I've always been just super involved in video games. I've loved video games forever, since I was a little kid. And so just playing these games, I've always been like, man, I want to be a part of an esports team. And then as I got older, I'm like, man, I can have my own, and then being a professional athlete, I have a lot of connections. I played with a lot of different people who play on the esports team, and being able to find the perfect partner with Sub Nation, I was able to get it done relatively quickly.
Love to see it. So let's talk about where you started in gaming to get you hooked. What was that game that you could not put down?
Man, I think the first game that I was just fell in love with probably was NFL Street or NBA Street. Those two games I just love playing. I love those games. I hated they stopped making them. And then obviously NCAA. I always loved all 3 of those games. So just having those games that I could play and get super involved in. And then as I got older, I played more Call of Duty games and got into more, first-person shooting games. But those were the games that when I was a kid, I loved playing.
Were you always the best out of your friends group at video games, or when did you find out, I could compete in Call of Duty tournaments?
I've always been the best out of my friends group that I grew up playing with. I love to compete. I think that's just the athlete that's inside of me, is just being a true competitor. So, if I did lose, I'm upset about it. I want to, play again. Let's do it. I got to win. And so that just kind of drove me to want to get better at video games. And then when I started playing with other guys who were better than me at video games, because they took it as their profession, it made me just want to get better. And so over the last, 2 years since I've been playing, or 3 years I've been playing Fortnite and Warzone, I've seen people who are better than me at the game. And, I hated that. So just man, I got to get better. I want to play. And I kind of just took it from there.
I love winning, but I hate losing. I feel you right there. With all the traveling you do you manage to still squeeze some gaming in on the road? Are you bringing your console or a laptop with you?
When I'm traveling, no, but when I'm, stationary, like when I'm in my house here in Florida or if I'm in Green Bay, I always have my setups with me. But if I'm gone for, a weekend or something, then I'll leave the game at home. I can put it down for a little bit.
Marquez, tell me a little bit about the gaming setup, because you seem to have one of the better man caves that we've seen on this show.
Yeah, I mean, I got, two full PCs, two monitors, great mic, headset. I got a sponsorship with Battle Beaver, one of the greatest controllers out there, custom made Battle Beaver. So I got all kinds of stuff, man. Then obviously I got all my stuff in my little man cave back here with the paintings and the jerseys and whatnot. So just if you're gonna compete, you gotta have the best stuff, and why limit yourself?
I love that you got the two PCs set up there for streaming. And we asked you before the show, who was your favorite streamer on Twitch? You said yourself. So do you watch your own VODs, or do you have to catch the show live?
Nah, I don't watch my own VODs. I'm living in it. But like I said, I enjoy playing this game, and that's just something that I love. Being able to let fans interact, especially with this year, with them not being able to come to games or come to training camp. It gives them a outlet to be able to come in and interact and learn about, their favorite athlete, on a face-to-face, basis, or a camera to phone basis. But, same thing is being able to, interact with these, fans or friends or whatever, in a space where people can't, be close to one another in this time frame. So I think it just gives them the perfect opportunity to be able to go out and meet their favorite athletes. So I love when athletes stream, because I think it gives, them the opportunity to engage with their fans.
Well, speaking of the fans in the community, we opened up the questions to our community as always. And the first question we have tonight is from Albino Thunder, who wants to know, who is the second fastest player on the team?
I don't really know who the second fastest player on the team is. I just know I'm first, and I really look behind to see who came.
There you go.
So
Quez in the first place. That's all that matters. Robin Hoods wants to know, what esports titles will TMG enter into in the future?
The sky's the limit. Obviously, we're going to start with Warzone, but as big as we can get this thing is our goal. So if we can compete in every type of game, then that's where we want to go with it. Obviously, with us being a startup company, we're going to be limited into the things that we can do within the first, few weeks of the organization being up and running. But like I said, we want to grow this thing. We don't want to just limit it to one game.
I like that. Jay Wong wants to know, best wide receiver from the NFL of all time.
Best wide receiver from the NFL of all time. That's a tough question, but I have to go with the OG Randy.
OG Randy Moss. I have to agree with that one there. Follow-up question from Jay Wong. Best NFL player, period.
Aaron Rodgers. He literally just won the most valuable player. So
take that, Tom Brady. All right, this last one is from me. Who is the best Warzone player in the NFL?
Me, no question.
Well, Marquez, that is great news, because I'm going to need your big backpack. It's time to dial in your mouse, DPR. Strap on that headset. It's game time, buddy. Marquez, before we drop into the game of Warzone, our producer Travis has presented us with a challenge. The challenge for tonight is for us to not only come out with a W, but to get at least 10 kills between the two of us. You think we can pull that off?
I think we can get it done. Can get it done.
I like that. Well, you get 8. I'll clean up the other 2, and hopefully we'll get the dub somehow. Now, I got to be honest. I haven't played this in like 5 weeks. Is Superstore still the hot drop?
Yeah, Superstore is still the place to go.
All right, well, that's where we're headed. Let's get into it. It's game time right now, baby. I see MVS going for some aerial combat over there. All right. You dropping shields, Marquez?
Yeah.
Oh, I broke my legs already, David.
I got you.
Oh, the cocky drop.
You got sniped out of the sky again?
Yeah, there's snipers everywhere, dude. It's crazy. It's an assault rifle. It's a legendary. You gotta have it.
Not seeing anybody here.
the buy station here.
I'm running to you. I'm buying armor plates.
Yeah, I think we have to drop super. Got me some cash out.
All right. We got a car in front of us. Oh, I dropped my big gun for the bad gun.
Under fire here.
One on us here at the tanks.
Move it.
Shit.
I said use that.
Still up?
Yeah. Oh, he just at me.
I've got you.
Coming to you, buddy.
Yeah, 4 kills total right now.
All right, passenger.
We're a powerhouse squad.
Bounty contract here. I'll take it. Positive ID on the bounty target. Sort them out. All right.
At the buy station.
Go for it, boys.
I should have stayed in the car. They're going towards hospital. They're in this house. Oh, there he is. In there.
First floor.
Walk right past us. Hello?
Airstrike.
I just walked right past. I had to have walked right.
Bounty target is down. Well done.
No. Oh, creeps in the shower.
Contact.
Weirdos. All right.
All right, let's go.
I believe in us. What are we sitting on? How many total? Just 5. Just 5. You lose that, Dave?
No, I won it. We're
Okay,
good.
good man, good man. All right, get some cash. Let's get MVS back in the building. Is anyone still messing with the Krieger? Not really.
Sort them out or capture.
Not for Warzone.
Ooh, I just got lit. I'm done in here. All right, Dave, no pressure.
I got a scav here if you want to stay in this, and I can get you guys up real quick.
Yeah, get MVS back in. Yo, Dave, I don't think you're gonna survive this.
No, I don't think so either. I'm getting ripped right now.
You don't need no plates. Look at you. Swift little legs.
Dump cash at least.
There's a
Get
bar.
him.
There you go. Let's get it.
Drop on that.
And moving up the circle. We got plenty of time here in the bottom half of the map.
I'm gonna be able to get you. Should be able to. All right, let's go. I'll get you.
All right, Marquez, tell me about this loadout. What are we running? Oh, David just got me back in.
Right now I got AMAX in my hand. AMAX and a Mac 10.
Axes. Oh, I'm getting ripped over here. I'm done.
Hey, we appreciate you bringing me back. Running back to the buy zone.
All right, then I'll get that loadout, and then.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the best restart to their game ever.
Oh yeah. We're at 6 kills. We need 4 more. Good.
How many plates come in an armor box?
8. Or
Or it fills you up.
feeling good about it.
Here, Chris, take this.
Upgrade my 10. Thanks, Daddy. What do you see over there, Marquez?
Not much.
It's over here. Guy right here if you wanna go get him right here.
Where is he at?
Yeah.
Green ping.
Green dot? Okay, there's two guys in this yellow building that we're passing.
Yeah, they're gonna be on the rooftop.
Watch your head.
Where are we going, MBS? Where are we going?
I know I got people on me, so I'm up there.
We go in there, help him out.
Yeah,
No.
atta boy. Train station?
He's just cleansing.
Yeah. Just saw a kid jump down to my left.
Here he is. Got him.
Oh, there's more on top. There's more on top. More on top.
Is there an easy way up top? Oh, I see him top right.
Atta boy.
That's the white. All right, you got money. Maybe this guy drops something. $1,600.
Yeah, I should have dropped money right here too. Right there. There's a buy.
No. The kid to my left. Right over here.
Marking waypoint.
On top or below?
Sniper. Go ahead, I don't know where he went. Shot. Disappeared.
The bounty, right.
Enemy
Bounty's on
UAV
there.
overhead.
Back right now.
Objective is to eliminate the bounty target.
Bounty just jump.
Yep. Getting in the car. Yep, he's in. Oh, that's a good snipe. He's
Can you
sniping.
drop?
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
That's not good, Dave.
Nah, looks like I'm done. He's precisioning me. Oh no, I survived. I didn't get up here.
You're not able
Right
to
here?
drop off and survive, yeah?
I'm moving.
No,
Get up.
there's an ascend right here.
They can't hit a moving target. We're good, Dave.
Good.
I've got you.
Stick
Sir?
it! All right, they're up on the hill.
Yep. There's a sniper, so just watch.
Where do we go now? I see a Tonka truck.
Car right here. Downed him, downed him. Kill confirmed.
Up top of the hill, MVS shooting rockets at you.
Not sure why I'm getting rocket shot at me, but whatever.
Oh god, I got no more ammo.
Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Oh, from that car, the car's shooting at me.
He's behind me too.
Time's up.
Got one. Woo! Thanks, buddy! Let's go, they're in the trucks. I wish I had more than 30
Disable the
bullets per
vehicle.
clip.
He's getting out.
Can't run and reload at the same time. What kind of war is this?
Disable.
Nice job.
Can't see this kid.
He's right in front of you. That's a nice shot.
Is he behind the wall? I see one to
Yeah.
the left there.
Right here. Broken armor. I literally can't see him. So deep.
All right, one guy in front of green. Let's win it!
Yeah, let's get to the roof here. I think there's a guy up there though, so just watch.
High ground.
No, one shot right there.
Coordinates marked.
Coming.
Grenade out.
Oh, he doesn't have an arm like Raj's. Right side of the roof as well. Tight right.
It's super weak, man.
Right here too.
Move it.
Broke him.
We're charging you.
You're pushing him? You guys are crazy. I like that about you.
Jump down.
We're not out here. Regroup the safe zone.
Did they
Nice.
drop all the way down or what?
Got him.
Yeah, they're dead.
You found him? Well done, boys. Glad I could do nothing to help the team there. You guys look great.
8 people left. Let's keep this roof.
MVS, we winning this?
That's the plan.
Rejoin the boys. Oh, that's a mine. Heyo. Oh God, I got noobed on. They're downstairs in our building.
Are they outside or inside the
He's
building?
laying down inside. But I believe it's gonna happen. So he's got my Mac 10 is really the only threat.
Fuck.
The rest of his gear is basic.
Okay.
Down by the green tents, running left here, Dave. Nice. There's another one down there.
All right, 3 teams left, 5 people. I don't see. You see him? I don't see him.
Nah, they're right underneath
One
me
on the
there.
heartbeat, down to the left, Dave. He's on the first floor, dead. MVS is so good! All right, one more
2v1.
player. One more nerd to beat. MVS has got him in his sights. He's
There it
down.
is. That's a dub.
There we go. I can't tell you how many times that we've just come out of the gates and won a challenge right away. Marquez, thank you for the hard carry, buddy.
Yeah, man, anytime.
All right, well, our aggressive plays paid off and we came out on top. So how you feeling about that chicken dinner? Was that expected for you?
Yeah, man, it was light, man. Wasn't too difficult. Had to battle back, but we got it done.
I love it. Well, you dropped double digits. I only dropped 4, but that was enough to complete our challenge. The only thing left to do is review and rating. All right, Marquez, you now have 583 wins in Warzone after that last game, so I need to get your true feelings about the Battle Royale. First off, what do you think of Season 2? What do you like, not like? What do you think can be improved from this point?
I enjoy the game, obviously. You know, I play it all the time with my friends. Get on here and have fun competing. Obviously, the dislike portion of it is dealing with hackers and cheaters. And every time there's a new update, there's some kind of error code being dropped on me every time. But other than that, I think the game's great.
Well, with that said, how would you score it 1 to 100? Where does it land?
I think it's about a 90 right now.
90. Okay, I like that. That's very close to me because I think the game's great. I mean, Warzone is currently the best BR out there on the market, right? But it's got some major moves to make later this year, in my opinion, if it wants to keep that title. The recent change in weapon meta has been nice. It's brought a little fresh life to the game, but it'll need more than just the guns to keep players enthralled. I think Verdansk needs to go. We need a new map. As soon as that second map comes out, I think people will be ultra pumped, and I will continue to feed families in Superstore until it does. On a scale, though, of donuts to macaroons, I give this a New York City cheesecake. It's thick, 175 gigs to be exact, full of rich gameplay and smooth mechanics. Plus, the added cherry on top of all this, the newly added guns from Cold War gives it that satisfying finish on the palate. You like that answer?
I love it. Love it.
Are you a cheesecake guy?
I am. I actually love cheesecake, to be honest.
Perfect. Well, you said it was a 90. New York City cheesecake on my scale is a 91. It's nearly the perfect dessert. Marquez, thanks so much for coming on the show tonight. And next time you're on, we're dropping 20 each. Sound fair?
I love it. I'm all for it. Let me know when we want to do it again.
Easy enough, 83. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Marquez Valdes-Scantling. From scoring touchdowns to streaming, running an esports org, and volunteering in his community, MVS is doing it all. To stay up to date on his esports team Trenchmade Gaming, go to trenchmadegaming.gg. And to catch more of his Warzone dominance, go watch Marquez live on his Twitch channel at twitch.tv/MVS_11. While you're at it, follow the man on Twitter and Instagram, both handles also at MVS_11. It's that time of the show for me to go home and play Raft! Yeah, it's like Minecraft, but you're stuck on a raft in the ocean. And adults are playing it because COVID's still a thing. You know where to find us. It's the usual suspects. Go to our YouTube, Twitch, or any of our other 50-plus streaming channels to watch the show, and check in on our website, thegamerhour.com, to see what surprises we have lined up for you in the coming weeks. If you're not already, do me a favor, follow us on our social media. Do it right now. Click that follow button on our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. From Reuters Studio in Times Square, New York City, I'm Chris Puckett. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now go work that circle like a hula hoop, and we'll catch you next week for another episode of The Gamer Hour.